Hello and welcome to this week's video for Rooted Remedies podcast. Today I wanted to go over 5 things that I do with my children besides brushing and flossing to support their oral health. All right, let's get started. Number 1, and maybe the most important one, is going outside. There are many podcasts that you can find. The main one that I'm kind of leaning on right now is 1,000 Hours Outside. The idea is that the average American spends 5 to 7 minutes outside a day. And that for me is just unacceptable because there are unknown side effects to being indoors all day. Well, unknown for many people, but for me, the importance of grounding and spending outside time in nature builds resilience, builds immunity, and builds happiness, which reduces cortisol, inflammation, and all that jazz. So, number 1, going outside, spending time in nature. Number two, and this is kind of controversial, but I'm happy to ruffle some feathers, is going outside to get sun without sunscreen. Now, does this mean I go out at noon with no sleeves, no hat, or nothing, expose my children to get burned every day? No, it does not. But I do slowly, incrementally, over the summer months, build up a tolerance, or what they call callousing your skin, to receiving large amounts of sunlight. So for you, if you are used to slathering it on or spraying it on at all times of the day, think about maybe 7 to 9 a.m. window, going outside, no hat, no sunglasses, expose your chest area. This is for your kids, for their dental support, right? We're outside, we're getting in some sunlight. And then little by little you build where they can be 3, 4, 5 hours outside. I can't tell you how frustrated I get when I go to the park or when I go on a hike and the first thing you see any parent do, and this is out of love, it's not a judgment, but head to toe, their calves, their ankles. I've seen mothers, spread open the child's shirt to get under. It's not safe. I think it's been proven in many ways that we need the sun, we need the vitamin D, we need the hormonal support, and we need the salivary glands to work so that they can do what they do, which is protect our oral biome, protect our gingiva, and just help us keep our mouth in a state of mineralization and in oral health. So getting sun without sunscreen, number 2, kind of a big deal, but just try it out. See any improvements for yourself. Number 3, another controversial one, skipping snacks. My children and most children do not need to eat every 2 hours. So I see a lot of gummy bears, I see a lot of Cheez-Its, or what's it called, goldfish. That stuff sticks to your teeth. It is horrible for children's dentition and children's health because you are perpetually giving the bacteria, the harmful bacteria in your mouth, something to eat. So meaning you're giving them sugar, you're giving them starch, you're giving them carbs, all that stuff that they love to proliferate. So my children don't really get a lot of snacks. If they do, like for example, we're going on a long hike, we're going on a long walk, and I know, they didn't eat well for breakfast, I will have some jerky, or I will have an apple for them, whole, not thin little slices. They need to be able to get in there, scrub it all down, attach to anything that's going on in terms of bacterial overgrowth, so that helps clear their mouth. So, number 3, skipping the snacks. Number 4, which is another kind of big one, skipping supplements. Not to mention the cellulose and the stearic acids that are in supplements that are not good for you, meaning plant material that has nothing to do, it's just filler. Supplementation isolated is not necessarily 100% bioavailable. So what you want to do is kind of shift into, okay, I'm low in vitamin D, I need to go get sunlight. I'm low in vitamin A, I need to eat liver, or I need to eat foods with lots of grass-fed so that I up my vitamin A and my B12 and all that stuff. So the gummy multivitamins are one of the worst offenders in terms of children's oral health. They get stuck in between the teeth, they feed the bacteria that are there, and they proliferate. And so you go to the dentist and your dentist says, congratulations, your kid has 4 or 5 cavities, we need to drill. How could I have avoided this? Let's consider the gummy multivitamin situation, gummy bears, all that stuff. Unless you make them yourself with gelatin and just fruit juice, or coconut smoothies is another good one to just add some gelatin to and put them in a mold. I would consider not using a multivitamin or supplementation. I would just consider moving food as your source, or moving to foods as your source of supplementation for your vitamin mineral needs. And then the last thing, kind of tied into the supplementation bit, is eating raw liver. Grass-fed, grass-finished from an ethical source. Liver is the powerhouse nutrient. It is the most nutrient-dense food on the planet, pound for pound, gram for gram. Now, the beauty of it is, presuming you knew of this protocol while you were pregnant, you were eating liver, plenty of liver while you were pregnant. But if you didn't, it doesn't take a long time to see a turnaround. At this point, my daughter is a toddler. I just give her one little bite of raw liver whenever she tolerates it, or I'll take a dry capsule from either Heart and Soil or Ancestral Supplements and sneak it into her food. She loves it. She looks forward to it. And I see the benefits. So yeah, those are 5 things that I like to do to support my children's oral health that are not necessarily flossing and brushing. Take a look, take in consideration. There's plenty of resources. I'll add links to the show notes of podcasts that I like and books that have guided me. Sign up for the newsletter. If you like what you're seeing, if you like what you're hearing, don't forget to like and subscribe, or leave a comment or question for me to answer and engage with you. All right? Thank you so much. Good luck and happy going outside.